Shavua Tov, and welcome to the Women's Jewish Learning Center weekly 2 Minutes of Torah. In this week's Parshat Vayera, God first asks Abraham to give up his son Yishmael when he tells Abraham to send Yishmael and Hagar away. And then he asks Abraham to give up his son Yitzchak when he commands him to sacrifice Yitzchak on Har HaMoriah, Mount Moriah. And I think one of the most basic lessons that we can learn from this parsha is that we don't own our children. Our children are entrusted into our care by God. We have the privilege and the responsibility of raising them, of caring for them, of teaching them, but we don't own them. They belong to God, as do we all. That lesson, the lesson of being able to let go of what is not ultimately ours in the first place, was the subject of a very famous sermon by Rabbi Milton Steinberg. The name of the sermon was "To Hold with Open Arms." Rabbi Steinberg wrote this sermon while he was recovering from a heart attack. And in this sermon, he describes what it felt like on the first day that he was able to go outside. And the sun was shining in the most glorious way. And he felt so grateful to be alive, and he just looked at the sun, and tears came to his eyes when he realized how very beautiful the world is. But then the sun started to set, and he realized that there was no way that he could hold the sun there. There was no way that he could keep it from setting. And if that were the case, then why had he gloried so much in the sun if it wasn't going to last very long? He said to himself that on the one hand, yes, he should revel in the sun and the glory of every single moment that it shined. And on the other hand, he should realize that he doesn't own the sun. He cannot hold on to it, and that it is his and it is all of ours on loan, and that we have to be prepared to let it go. And he realized that it's easier to let something go if you are giving it back to the one from whom it came. And so he ends his sermon by saying that the goal of life, the art of living, is to hold tight to everything precious to us, but to hold it with open arms. May we be able to learn that lesson too from this parsha. Shavua Tov.